Is college worth it?
Absolutely. I love debt.
I can agree with him.
I love that. No cap.
Is college worth it?
No.
Why?
Stress, money, more stress.
Once the ultimate dream, college is now the ultimate question. Is it still worth it?
As someone with a 4-year college degree and $15,000 in student loan debt, do I recommend college?
Do you think it's a waste of time to even go to college?
College is two sides to it.
It's no secret that the cost of college and the jobs and they're willing to pay, that it's not even, okay?
If you want to be professional, doctor, a lawyer, my daughter's a psychologist, right? Where a license is required, and I think of course you should go to college.
I also think a lot of people mistake going to college as like, oh, you're automatically going to get a job, but that won't happen.
For decades, college was sold as the golden ticket to success, a steady job, a nice house, and the perfect life. But now, for many Gen Z, that dream feels more like a scam with a price tag in the tens of thousands. What once promised stability now feels like a gamble. As a result, Gen Z is starting to ask, why invest in a system that doesn't invest back in us? It's a tough choice in a world where skills and creativity often outweigh diplomas. In order to understand why Gen Z is increasingly walking away from the traditional 4-year degree, we must take a step back. Since 1980, the cost of attending college, including tuition, fees, room and board, has increased by over 150%, adjusted for inflation. Over the same period, the growth in wages for recent graduates has stagnated, failing to keep up with the rising financial burden of obtaining a degree. This graph underscores a systemic issue where higher education is becoming increasingly unaffordable for many, while the promised financial rewards of a degree, like stable, high-paying jobs, are no longer guaranteed.
Google is cutting its workforce in an effort to meet its ambitious goals. CEO Sundar Pichai told staff in an internal memo that the job cuts are part of a wider decision to invest further into tech like AI.
HSBC has asked hundreds of managers to reapply for jobs in the firm's newly formed corporate and institutional banking division. CEO George El Hadary wants to cut costs and make the bank run more efficiently.
This disconnect is fueling growing skepticism among Gen Z about whether college is still worth the cost.
Only 49% of Americans still think university is worth it.
I go to Cornell University, but even at a prestigious school like this, people still skip class.
Yes, I recommend college if you do not have to pay for it out of pocket.
I think if you wanted to get the best education that you possibly could, you could do it online for cheaper or for even with paid courses and get a way better education.
So, what's next? Are degrees simply outdated in a world increasingly valuing skills, experience, and adaptability over formal education? This time, Gen Z isn't waiting around to find out.
I dropped out of college 4 months ago to go all in on my online business.
One way through which Gen Z has been challenging the traditional college system is by building successful online businesses.
I expected more interested people to book calls, except we didn't have any new people.
By leveraging social media and digital tools, Gen Z is proving that success can come from hustle and innovation rather than a diploma.
Which was the biggest, hardest part. That's what she said.
Whether it's running a clothing line, selling products online, or offering coaching services, they're redefining what it means to succeed without a college degree. However, not everyone is built for the online business world, which can be cutthroat, immensely stressful, and requires a starting capital. What other opportunities can people pursue outside of the traditional college system? For one, trade schools and vocational programs are becoming increasingly attractive alternatives. Careers in fields like plumbing and electric work often come with lower educational costs, shorter training periods, and strong job stability. Additionally, certifications and boot camps have emerged as powerful alternatives, especially in tech. Programs like coding boot camps or Google Career Certificates teach in-demand skills in a fraction of the time and cost of a traditional degree, opening doors to high-paying roles in industries like IT and data analytics. Another growing opportunity is within the gig economy. Platforms like Uber, Upwork, and DoorDash provide flexible work options that can help people earn a living while exploring other interests or building new skills. With all these different options available and growing in popularity, will the college system continue its decline in value?
If you're someone else that is going to do either into the trades, or you want to be an entrepreneur, music, like my son's a musician in music, right? I don't think there's any reason to go to college.
Will it eventually become a niche option, reserved for those pursuing specialized fields like medicine or law? Or will it adapt to meet the demands of a changing workforce by lowering costs, offering more practical skill-based programs, or providing greater flexibility for students seeking alternatives to the standard 4-year path?
But when doing the math for med school, because I would be completely on my own, it just didn't make sense.
Could we see a future where alternative paths completely overshadow traditional higher education? With technologies rapidly advancing and industries adapting to the growing influence of AI,
And the main business goal is AI as Google tries to catch up with Microsoft. Other big tech companies have been cutting rules as well in efforts to streamline operations and prioritize certain projects.
the shift away from college as we know it today might just be the beginning of a larger transformation in how we think about learning and work.
Let's go! Hello? How you doing? What exactly are you looking for here? I can't promise it's 2K. That's true, yeah. In that case, like, after this, I'll just iMessage you the payment link and the questionnaire. We'll get to work tomorrow. So, yeah.
And if you like this video, please subscribe, like, and share to support this channel.